Okay, continue with Firefox. Okay, this is my Firefox. I'll go to the settings. I'll type proxy. Here, manual proxy. I will put my what IP address on which the Burp Suite is running. 8080 and use it for HTTPS traffic. Yes, okay, that's done. So now what? I configure my proxy with the Burp Suite. Second thing, I need to install the certificate in my Firefox. Then only I can capture the request and response. So for example, if you're talking about this particular Amazon, right? Look at this. We have certificate. Can you see this? The connection is secure. Certificate is valid. So this is a certificate from Amazon.com. Okay, issued by DigiCert Global CA. So if you want to capture the request, you need to create your own certificate, install the browser, then we can capture the request. How will we do that? So again, we go to the Firefox, we type http colon slash slash burp. That will get that will give the option for the certificate where this is installed. Okay, downloads, that's fine. Go to the settings, your certificate, import, downloads, select this two. Now my Firefox browser is ready to capture. So now I'll put www.amazon.com or .in, right? .in. See, and if you see the Burp Suite, is a target tab. As I told you, sitemap. What exactly is a sitemap? It will give the layout of the application. I'll show you what exactly the layout. Let's do the shopping. Okay, I go here. For example, I go to this TV stick. TV stick. Amazon. I think this required again. You know what? Login probably. Yeah, it required login. Let me go to a different one. Yeah, mobile and computers. Okay, this time I'll go to smart homes, only smart homes. Okay, is again is giving me something to kind of thing. So if you see this particular thing, right, so it has given me all the traffic. So if you remember last time when we were doing this, where is this one? Is it this? I'll show you a few more things, guys. Just give me 1 minute. So disconnect is the extension which will provide a kind of clean network on the internet, clean website. So for example, when I am opening Amazon.com, there will be many third-party sites which is taking my information. In order to avoid that, I use the plugin something like disconnect, which is a very good one. So now see, I'll okay. Now if I go to Amazon here, .in. Okay, there are some plugins again, they are all blocked. In the same way, if I go to again there's another site. See how many trackers they are tracking my activities on this particular website, and you are not aware of all these things. It is happening in the background. Clear? The same way, when you are accessing the Amazon.com, so if you see you have only one browser which is open, and in the browser you have type Amazon.in. But if you see a Bob suit, see, you have Google, you have gumgum.com, you have LoopMe, blah 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 blah. Okay, so these are all trackers, or these are subsites which are which are on Amazon.in. So what did I said? If you see our image sitemap, it will give you the entire map of the application, the kind of application structure. From that we will be selecting only our scope, what is our what we need to attack. So in from this, what is our scope, guys? Hello.
Yes, Nand.
So what is the scope? Our scope is
Amazon.
Amazon.in,
Amazon.
not everything, right? Right click on this, add to scope. This is 100% you have to do. You should be knowing this is whenever you're doing any kind of testing, your first step should be you need to define your scope. And once you define the scope, these are all something waste for you. So that means you are telling the Bob suit, hey buddy, you have given the application layout, fine, but I'm working on only Amazon.com, only capture this traffic, ignore this traffic. Okay, so if you see the image here, sitemap is a layout of the application. From that we need to select what we require. That is exactly we have done, and this is our scope. Okay, Amazon.in. In the same way, in the scope there will be some third party integration. Third party integration, something like you have a UPI payment or something. Pet supply is something you don't want to test. Client will say pet supply is a third party application or third party integration. I want you guys not to touch this. Right click on that, remove from scope. Simple. Now come to the scope. See, we are testing Amazon.com. In that, this is something or excluding from the scope, out of scope for us. Now we know what we need to focus. So now I got my site map layout. In that, I got my scope. I selected my scope. In the same way, I deselected what I literally don't want that. So if you see here, so whatever you do the exclusion, it will be something like visible in kind of red color kind of thing. Now if you click on this, you get this kind of pet music, whatever it may be, right? So click on this particular ribbon. So Bob suit, all you have tabs and ribbons. So click on this ribbon, show only in scope item. I want only the scope item. These other things are disturbing me. Please close that. Now we got everything. Only the scope. You're clear, right, guys?
Yes, Nand.
Yes.
Okay. In this, while you are browsing the site, you was in a interception proxy sitting behind the browser and doing all the work, which you're not aware. Okay, so now since you got a proxy, you know what exactly is happening. So we have again we have a sitemap, we have defined the scope, we have defined the other scope. So while you are browsing the site, so the Bob suite will automatically do some kind of testing, and that kind of testing is called a passive testing. So whenever it identified any issues, it will display. Yeah, but this is this is something like kind of definition and remediation and reference. So when you will use this, so for time being, leave this particular tab. I'll come to it when we generate the report. Okay, so this is something, the target, right? You understood, right? What is the target now?
Yes, Nand.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what I do is I delete everything, deselect it, go to the scope, remove the scope, remove. Okay, go to the proxy. Yes, that's fine. Clean, right? We have clean. What I do is instead of Amazon.com, I'll access my own site, my lab site, 127, sorry, 192.168.1.64. Okay, so my lab is running inside the Kali Linux Docker one. Okay, I got this Kali Linux IP address which is 192.168.164. I'm accessing that particular virtual machine's IP from my host machine, and I got my entire lab here. I'll just go to the Burp Suite, and I'll go to the target sitemap. Okay, nothing. That's fine. Let me click on this. Got anything, any capture? Oh, sorry. I need to remove this one, right? See, we have all these things. Let me control A. Delete this is a previous kind of things. Okay, now let me give a enter one more time. That's fine. Okay, let's just 1 minute. Super, it's captured. That's fine. I'll release this request. Go to the target sitemap. Re-enable. Yeah. Now see, when I click on this particular site, I got all these things. Now you tell me which one we will target. Any particular card? You have 8 cards, right? Which application you want to target here?
Third one, and which tax web ship?
Webship. Okay, that's fine. Let's click on this. Okay, you have something here. I'll go back again. I'll click on this. Okay, this error is giving. That's fine. DVWA. Okay, I got something here. And VWAP. I have something. I got WebGoat. Okay, it's giving some kind of error. Metaliday and XVWA and X. Okay, so I have clicked on all these 8 particular tabs. Now, if you see, everything is here. Now, can you tell me which one is the application? Which stack web ship?
Mm,
Hmm?
mm,
No
yes,
idea, right? What I do is I click on this. Okay, I intercept the request first. I'll stop the request. I just want to see which site is that. Okay, it says web sheep. It's already there, right? Web sheep. Then do we have web sheep here? It's there. This one.
yes,
Okay, go to the target. Right click. Add to scope. Other things I don't want. So what I do? I go here or show only scope items. Now web sheep is my target. Now whatever I do, I click on this. Okay, this. I'll go back. I click on this. I'll go back again. I'll go back. So JSON Web Tokens version 3, blah 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 blah. So now I got some traffic. Now if I click on this other web sheep authentication asset, no, it gave me everything, which is nothing but our sitemap. And we have selected our scope. This is our scope. Now if you want to remove something from the scope, say authentication we want to remove, right click, remove from the scope, and you can see that. Okay. Are we clear with the target tab?
yes,
Okay. Next one. So if you see this proxy, what we do in proxy, either we capture the request, hold on the request till you make the changes, then release the request. Okay. So you go to your burp suite. This is a proxy. So in order to hold the request, click on this interception on. That means whatever you click here, that will be hold here. Okay. This is hold it. As I told you, this is a request. Can you see this? What a header? Sorry, headline. Okay, request. So you have websheep JW token version 3. Let me make it as version 1. Okay, then release forward karo, request forward karo, then you get the response. See, version 1 we did, right?
mm,
So here only one thing is capture the request, change the and make the changes, send it. Okay, now from here what we can do is show solution. Now this is one more request. I One of the best beautiful thing about Bob Suite is right click on this request where you want to send. You want to send it to the repeater or intruder, sequencer, comparer, whatever it may be. Which part of the tab you want to send, you can send. Let me send it to the repeater. Okay, then I'll forward. I'll stop the capturing. I'll go to the repeater. So I got my request. I'm going to send the response. This is a response. Request response. Okay, in the response, what I got? I have received some kind of web page. Okay, now what I do is this is something like JW solution, blah 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 is there. Okay, even the session ID is there. So what I do is now let me set right click on this, send it to the intruder. Intruder. As I told you, what does the intruder does? Intruder does only one thing. What? Automated attack. So you do your settings here. Okay. For example, I want to attack this particular position solutions. Okay. Add. Okay. Then you do whatever you want to do. You configure the attacks here. Then click on attack. It will attack the particular position only. This is the our function of intruder. So when the attack is happening, you cannot do anything. You do all your configuration, click on attack. Once you click on attack, that's it. The attack will happen automatically. Once all the attacks are done, it will give you the result. Okay. Now, and again, this one I want to again send it to a repeater. Send it to a repeater. It opened the second time. Now this time you have to do a manual thing. So instead of solution, what if I put solution one, okay, and see what we get. Not found. Okay. Now remove this get and I'll put none. What will happen if I change the method which is saying 502 proxy error? Check this one out. We got Apache, server, Debian server, whatever it may be. So let's copy this Apache. I'll go to the Google. Okay. Apache 2.4.25 vulnerabilities. Okay. First what? Vulnerabilities, then exploit, then payloads. So it's saying for 2.4 is vulnerabilities. So there are some vulnerabilities. Let's look into CVE. So what it's saying? It's saying something. Please read. If again, since it's a vulnerable application, definitely there's a vulnerability in this. Okay, and again, exploit DB. You have some kind of exploits available in the exploit DB. So this is a code to exploit the particular vulnerability. What exactly what is this copy this particular code. Is it PHP? Yeah, it's a PHP. So paste in a file, something like okay, give me 1 minute, let me show you. Yeah, pro selector, yeah, that's fine. You can download this particular exploit, which is again is a PHP file, same code here. So I'll say exploit. Okay, then I'll put in this one, that's fine, PHP. So then you can exploit this. Again, they are other sites again they provide. So what I mean to say is here in the repeater only two things, there is no configuration, nothing. Here request response, make changes, you get the response, make changes, you get the response. Now if you see this session variable, right, this is some kind of gibberish test. Now if I want to decode that, there are multiple ways of decoding. Right click on this thing and send it to what, decoder, to decode that. Okay, now decode as what? It's not a URL HTML base64. Let's try this. No, it's not base64. Okay, and probably it's not a decoded message. It's a kind of alphanumeric message, whatever it may be. Smart decode. No, it's not working. So what I'm going to say is you can forward the request from one tab to other tab and vice versa. So if I want, if I see some kind of base64, then here also I can do the same thing, right? Base64 you can decode here itself. If not, you can again you can use and you can decode. So multiple ways you can do this. So coming to our image. So target tab we are clear. Intruder tab, as I told you, you configure your attack and just click on attack. And when it comes to a repeater request and response, you capture whatever changes you want to make on the request, you make the changes, send, and you'll get the response. So again, say for example this one, right, I click on here, it says
And and one doubt, Shweta is asking where where we have to upload the PHP file.
where we have to upload the PHP file. That's fantastic, right? You go here, read this. You don't upload the PHP file, rather you will be using Metasploit or some other tools. You will input this particular file for the tool, then you exploit. You will be having, read this, you will be having the steps how to exploit this somewhere. Okay, created blah 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 blah. That's fine. Let me check one more. Okay, let me show you. Yes, we are here. Create an SQLi. Super. क्या था? Apache
2.4.25.
2.4.25. 2.4.25. So we have, different modules available, and you can exploit using what Metasploit. ठीक है? So Metasploit में exploit करने के लिए क्या करने का है आपको? Simple MSF console मारो, retest first, then reset the database. Once you get that, then something like MSF. This will open the Metasploit console. It will take two minutes to 1 to 2 minutes. It will take, yeah, based on the system configuration. Okay. Now, if you want to exploit, always remember, guys, if you want to exploit, you cannot exploit directly. You require other tools. And Metasploit is one such tool. And again, it's a framework. It does have many things. Okay. Search 2.4.25. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. 2.4.25. Okay. I'm just giving a kind of thing, guys. So क्या बहुत दिन हो गया इसका यूज़ करके मैं एक मिनट रुक जाइए बोलता हूँ was it use exploit? I don't really remember यार मैं बोलूँगा generally we search the exploit here, then we use that particular exploit, use path देना पड़ेगा exploit, then show options, you fill all the options including your particular IP address, then you type exploit. That's how you exploit. ठीक है? When we do the Metasploit, I'll show you. ठीक है?
Hmm. Okay, now.
Or you can do one more thing. And again, when you are want to exploit something, you have to do a little bit of study as well. कैसा हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है. So just go through these sites and see how you will find a way to exploit this. And it's saying RPT file upload. Sweta, Sweta
Yes,
Bhai.
sir.
So see
Yes.
again, what I mean to say is there are vulnerabilities available on the internet for this particular Apache version, and they also do the exploits. So you can use any tool and do a little bit of study. If not, tomorrow I'll show you how to exploit this. ठीक है?
Yes, sir. I will do study, sir.
Yeah, thanks, ma'am. कहाँ पे था यार अपन क्या कर रहे
Thank
थे?
you, sir. We were
हाँ,
searching for vulnerabilities, sir, for that particular version.
अग्री मैम. ठीक है? ये समझ गया ना? Intruder, repeater clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Decoder also clear?
Yes.
Okay, now look at this one repeater. So I'll just go to the first one. Ready? Request and response. This is a proper response. I'll say what I do is I send this response to the comparer tab. Then I make a change here. None. I send request. Again I got one more response. Then I send it to compare tab. Now I have two response. One from the previous, second from the another one. Okay. I got two. Then what I do word to word by word comparison. ओके सिंक व्यू दैट मीन्स ये दोनों एक ही साथ मूव हो जाएंगे यहाँ पे जो भी ऑरेंज कलर में जो भी है वो मॉडिफाइड है ब्लू कलर में डिलीटेड है और येलो कलर में जो है वो एक्स्ट्रा ऐड हुआ है ओके so here we got 200 which is the first response here we got 502 this is the second response look at the content length is 2812 and here the length is 225 so when you have to check this kind of things when you do a privilege escalation wherein username equal to none user name equal to admin वो जब करते हैं ना उस टाइम पे ये करना पड़ेगा आपको एंड व्हेन यू स्क्रॉल दिस ये छोटा रेस्पॉन्स है यार ये so इसलिए हो रहा नहीं है but when you scroll this it will eventually show you everything but यहाँ पे ज़्यादा नहीं है response छोटा ही है now if you go to the okay this is 502 is big one right what about the other one what's a big one why is it not moving compare uh, नहीं what compare सिंह क्यों डाला है क्यों नहीं हो रहा है this is strange okay we'll see in other things अगर दूसरा response देखेंगे ये नहीं हो रहा है I don't know the reason but generally है ना दोनों एक ही साथ move होता है so the main thing about the compare tab is you can compare the request or response ठीक है when you want to compare the request it will show you the request when you want to compare the response it will show the response so all you have to do is you can go to any tab then even from the proxy history so what all been done here it will be showing under the history tab you can pick up anything send it to the comparer it will send to the comparer okay in the proxy just remember two things one is interception and another one is a proxy setting especially in the proxy setting you need to focus this particular box proxy listener at this point in time ठीक है hello
Yes, man.
so we have proxy we have intruder we have repeater decoder I told you comparer I told you extensions these extensions as I told you this will enhance the functionality of Burp Suite. So do I need to use extensions? Yes, you need to use extensions. If I, again, in order to install the extensions, there are particular piece of software which you need to install. Go to the extension settings. Okay, Python environment or Ruby environment. You need a RRuby or a Json. So what you can do is go to the Chrome, Json, download. We need a jar file. Okay, I've installed the Chetan, and this is the first thing we need to do. I can close this, go to your vStore. Now, if you see all these particular, what plugins are rated with the ranks. So whenever you see, 4 star, 4.5 star, these are something like a well-known, they are very important. So can I, there are hundreds of plugins. Okay, you can say kind of download and install, but in real time we don't use all the plugins. Generally, we use 4 to 5 plugins, not more than that. Now, the plugins which I always use is one is ActiveScan Plus Plus. So can I install? See, the installation is disabled. The reason is it required professional edition. In the same way, authorize is another one. Can I install? No, it doesn't. Okay, download Jathan. Jathan is already installed, right? Let me check again. Jathan is installed. I don't know why it is giving. So let me check settings. Okay. So small mistake, guys. Probably we have downloaded the wrong one. Yeah, this is the right one. Okay, go to authorize. Now you can install this. So whenever you install any plugin, right? Now you go to this install tab. Agar, now if you install this plugin, you can select this, kind of tick mark. You can see all this data here. In the output, there shouldn't be any error, or output will be blank. नहीं तो error यहाँ पे दिख जाएगा. So now this is installed. What exactly the authorized will do is, I can log into the computer with two different user. So I have one browser, this Firefox, wherein I am logging with a non-Kishore name, and I have one more browser which is inbuilt to the Burp Suite here. From this, I will log in as administrator. So every request when I select with the application, what does the Burp to do is it will remove the admin thing and it will put my session variable there, and it will check whether I can access the admin functionality or not. So kind of privilege escalation. That is the purpose of authorize, and it's very important, guys. You need to look for that. And again, there are multiple extensions are there. So my go-to extensions is authorize, active scan plus plus, hack bar. Hack bar कहाँ पे यार ये? Okay, hack bar payload. This is something I always use. It's very good, and let me show you that as well. Fair to load app. Okay, okay. This bit different is blocking my other things. That's fine here. So what I'm going to say is, so extensions will enhance the functionality of the Burp Suite. Okay, leave the organizer and leave the logger at this point in time, and even the lean. Learn is again kind of documentation thing. Authorize is something we just spoken. Okay, we'll come to this when we have started testing. Right, we'll be using a Burp Suite a lot. I'm just giving a kind of familiarity with Burp Suite, what exactly it does, and what is the purpose of this. So if you see our image here, so the first things, four things are very important, and the 5 to 9, these are all kind of extra things which will assist the first top four. Okay, and the dashboard is the last one, so it collect the information from various things and it will display here. Are we clear about the Bob suits?
Yes.
Okay. Now what you guys do is you guys go on the internet, Bob suit. in Hindi. Whatever mother tongue you speak, click that. Second thing, go to filters. Don't go with the old one. Burp Suite has undergone lots of transformation. If you see 3 months back interface and today interface is quite changed. And the interface what we have is totally new one today. Okay, and the version is something 10.4. Okay, so what exactly is 10.4? Probably it's a fourth quarter. So October, November 10, no, December. So fourth quarter we are in, and look for this week or this month. Mostly go with the this month. Now, if you find something that is well and good, if you don't find something, then go here, increase this to 1 year. You'll find some more. Okay, this is how you have to use the YouTube. And believe me, guys, what once you are aware of the Bob suit, 50% work is done. Clear?
Yes,
So
Nand.
Bob suit 0 to again, if you want Bob suit in Telugu, put it here Telugu. Okay, you have in Telugu. No matter, you can get the training. The only thing is interface is changed, but the functionality remains the same. Bob should maintain the functionality. Then what changes? The look and feel of the Bob suit will change. Second thing is new updates, new payloads will come, new mechanism will come, new AI feature is come. But the core functionality remain the same. Okay? Now we'll go to the same application. Okay. Now I have an application of Amazon.com, and I want to it's having 1,000 pages with the 10 user inputs, and I said I need 200 days for this application. Now you tell me, anyone, okay? It may be Sweta or Madhav or Mayank, Monica, Soumya, anyone. How many people are required to do this application? Hello,
If
80
yes, Nand.
how many people?
Nand. If in team few people are free means we will include two
Yeah,
or
just give
three.
me a number, man. You have a team of 100 people. Now you tell me.
people.
Okay, then 10 or else 20.
20 people, right? So when I
Yes.
do, when I include 20 people in the team, so per person
Okay.
will work for 10
10,
days. This
10 days.
includes, okay, simultaneously in
Two.
10 days, we can complete this application, isn't it? The 200 days
Yes.
application.
Yes.
But what if if I say, only one person can do in, 7 days? Is it possible?
Mm, might be possible if we did overtime.
Yeah, even you do overtime, right? One day you got 24 hours, man. Then how you are going to, test this application? Anyone, any idea? Okay, I'll tell you what exactly I mean to say. Say, for example, I want to say kind of divide the entire testing into three parts. Where is this? This one. Okay, let me do it here itself. Okay, I want to divide this entire thing into three parts. Okay, so much, much, much. Okay, once this one I say much, static. By the way, what is static, guys? Hello,
Yes. Nand.
what is static?
Static means fixed.
Okay, okay. Oh, if I go to my, where is this one? Okay, object list. ओपन हो जा भैया, क्या कर रहा है? This is shit, man. Why it's not opening? Okay, let me open another one. 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes, man. We'll close this. Okay.
Sure.
As I told you the other day, our testing process start from here. Information gathering. Okay, you take this particular thing. So information gathering is a static or dynamic part of the application.
Static.
Yeah, it's a static. Okay, I'm just putting just a why about this. I need notepad here. क्या कर रहा है यार ये? What is this? Control C. Information gathering is static. Okay, that's fine. Now, what about configuration and deployment and management testing? Is it a static or dynamic?
Dynamic.
किस हिसाब से डायनेमिक होगा ये?
नहीं सर स्टैटिक नहीं होगा.
पूरा
It is also
एप्लीकेशन पूरा
important.
एप्लीकेशन को तो एक ही बार डिप्लॉय करते हैं ना, कॉन्फ़िगर करके है। वो एप्लीकेशन में एक पेज रहने दो या 1000 पेज रहने दो, एक ही बार इसको डिप्लॉय करते हैं, अलग अलग नहीं करते उसे। ठीक है, स्टैटिक पार्ट। थर्ड वन, what identity management, which I told you about, the user ID part, user creation, account creation. Is it a dynamic part or static part?
Static only.
Static, right? You will create a user, one user across the application. Amazon 1000 pages, no problem. Nankishore is a user. Once I log in, Nankishore can buy anything from this 1000 pages, right? So this is a static part. Authentication testing, control C. Same, username password only once across the application. Then you have authorization testing. This is same, different roles, probably admin role or Nandkishore 1, Nandkishore 2, static part. Then we have session variable, only once, control C, static part. What else we have? This is something, no input validation, we will keep it to a side. And error handling, again, static part. Then what we have? We have cryptography, static part. Now, what I mean to say is this is my own approach, guys. If I want to take up any application, I have a proper plan in place to take up this application. Probably the application is 1 page or 100 page, I don't care. But still, if you have a proper plan in place, you can take up. Okay. Now, information gathering, I will do for Amazon.com across all the pages. It's not something like no only for the TVA I do all these things. No, for the entire application I do the information gathering. Even for the configuration deployment, yes, the Amazon.com is hosted on a server, deployed on a server, one server. So it's not something multiple things, right? Third thing is identity management testing, which is user account creation. Something like I create a non-Kishore user, and after that the non-Kishore will log in with authentication, username, password, and the non-Kishore can go to any of these 1000 sites, can buy anything from the sites. Okay, so once Nandkishore logs in, Nandkishore will have only one role. Is a what? End user. He can do only one thing: select item, add to cart, make the payment. That's my duty. Authorization. Session management. What exactly session? When I log in, I get one token. That token will say yes, this request is coming from Nandkishore. This response has to go to the Nandkishore to maintain the state. Okay, only once. Error report. You click on any part of the application, the error will be same. It's not something like no, array, these for this page error will be different. This page error will be different. This page no. Oops, something went wrong. This is what something Amazon gives you. Okay, testing for weak cryptography, something like SSL TSL, only one certificate for the entire site. Okay, so you do this all these things in one go, and that is pretty much easy to test. So that's the reason what I do is I come here, I put in this static part. So I'll open over here. Okay, Now, what is the dynamic part of the application? The dynamic part of the application is what? This one. This is a dynamic part of the application. Every user input, no, has to be checked, has to be tested. So this is a dynamic part of the application. Okay. Now, static and dynamic. What exactly is this? Business logic. This is something, guys, no matter how secure is the application, still you can, if you have a business logic kind of idea, you'll find issue. It might be State Bank of India, it might be Deutsche Bank, anything you can find if you are, well aware of the business logic. Okay, I'll go come to that. Okay. Now, what left? We have, client side testing. This is also a dynamic part. Okay. Clear? Yes.
Yes, Nand.
Okay. This one, so tool and manual. So I'm just giving, I'm just differentiating, right? So let me, tool manual. So this one you need to check with the tool. So that means you need to scan with the tool. You log into the application, then you scan. Okay, but you need to check manually as well. Okay, this is not a big, big kind of thing. Is one, all the scenarios are given by the OWASP, testing guide. You can take these scenarios. You can check one by one. That means you have a proper template to check. Okay, if I want to check all these issues, it will take at least half a day, yeah, most or less half a day it will take. Okay. Now, input validation, clients are testing. This is something is a big part, guys. If you want to do this manual testing, believe me, it will take 400 days, not 200 days. Okay. Fortunately, the tool is the best thing for you, best thing to address this. Burp Suite is one of the best tool to identify injection attacks. All these things are injection dynamic. Dynamic sense, I'll put it as injections. Injection. In simple term, injection means you are injecting a piece of code. It might be SQL injection, it might be XSS code, it might be command injection, it might be XML, XSC, whatever it may be. We are injecting some kind of code into the application. So this all fall under injection, and tool does, one of the wonderful job. Then what, in order to for the tool to identify all these issues, what I need to do? You need to learn the tool, and you need to know how to configure the tool using the plugins effectively. Then you can handle this very smooth. Now tell me, if I, configure the tool properly, and if I want to scan all these 1,000 pages for, kind of 10 pages per input, how many days it will take? Probably, probably 7 to 8 hours, not more than that, or probably 1 or 2 days or 7 days, isn't it? Now, business logic, this area, guys, here, tool 100% fail. So this is a big drawback of the tool. Tool always struggle to identify business logic vulnerabilities. You have to do manually. Okay, and this will be across the application. You don't, again, yes, a little bit part of the application which is dynamic, but across the applications are static. Something like, you log in with a, old password, new password. Sometimes you log in with the four different, browsers. Sometimes, what you try to change the password, you will have a, what session with the old password and new password. Sometimes you have coupon, but you'll create 10, coupon can be used only once. What do? You create 10, request, and use the same coupon, and you shoot all the requests in one go. Same time it will hit the server will get confused. These kind of things of business logic. And it is totally up to your mind how much logic you think you put the logic there. So there is no stopping, nothing. It's purely, you are out of the box thinking. Okay, say for example, in order to purchase make a payment, you have to follow step 1 2 3 4 5. But what do, you follow 1 2 then 5 4 3 4, you skip. How the application will react. So these are kind of things are all business logic. Okay, if remember, I master the tool. Okay, that means I can take care of this. For this particular static thing, I got a checklist which will take half a day to check because it's across the site. Now business logic again, uh, if there is a 90%, not 90%, 100%, if you are perfect in business logic, different scenarios you test, believe me, even for the biggest of the application, you can hack. There will be a business flaw, that's for sure. It's totally your out of the box thinking, how you think and how you implement the issue. Hello.
Yes, and
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so now with this particular plan, you tell me how many days I can test this 200 days application. How many days it will take? Tell me. So again, there's one more plan, one more idea. Okay. So for example, the application is prone to SQL injection. SQL injections are directed towards the database, isn't it? Application is using only one database. That means whatever the input fields, majority of the input fields are prone to SQL injection. That means you find one. That means the same you can replicate across different fields. So that's how you take up. So when we talk to the client, right? When the client say, "Hey, Nand, I have 500 endpoints," so give it to us. We'll take it. We'll do it. We'll do it in 30 days or 40 days. But in real time, with this approach, how many days you can do? Hardly 1 or 2 days. That is called as professionalism, the grip of your knowledge over the domain, or simple term, subject matter experts. You need to find the solution for the problem. Okay, got it?
yes, and
Now, see, in this particular thing, you find some injection, say SQL injection. Now, tell me, I need to know, I found the injection, I exploited. Now I need to put that in different category. What are the categories we have? Critical, okay, high, medium, low,
important.
and informative. Okay, and again, these are the go-to, these are the go-to what kind of color combinations we have to use. So for this, it is something like this. For low, kind of green, medium orange, but these people they call this as amber. High is red, critical is a maroon. Okay, this is how we go. So now I have an SQL identified. Now I need to put this SQL in any of this particular field. Which field I can put?
Input field, sir.
Huh?
Input field.
अरे नहीं मैडम, I have identified some SQL injection. Okay, अभी इसको किसके अंदर डालने का है? इस क्रिटिकल, हाई, मीडियम, लो, इन्फॉर्मेटिव किसके अंदर डालने का है?
Medium, sir. Medium or high.
किस हिसाब से? On what basis you are saying medium or high?
So what information it is revealing or something?
Okay, what information is revealing? How will you calculate the impact? जो इन्फॉर्मेशन वो दिया वो डेंजर है नहीं है, मीडियम डेंजर है, लो डेंजर है, वेरी डेंजर है, कैसा आप
It is
कैलकुलेट करोगे?
sensitive. If it is very sensitive, then it will go on high side. If it is less sensitive, then medium.
How you calculate? Yeah, there should be some logic, right, behind that. This
Yes,
is
sir.
this.
CVV calculate, sir.
Ah, so we have a calculator to address this issue, that is called as CVSS calculator. Okay, CVSS calculator. यहाँ पे दो चीज आप ध्यान देने का है. The first thing, right, under CVS calculator. Come on, man, this is something. Go up. Okay, what? Okay, for public side, you can use anything. Only when you're dealing with government of USA, okay, USA, you have to use NIST framework calculator. Okay, forget about the spelling mistake, guys. Please excuse. calculator. First.org, जो अपन right now we are what we are using. Okay, we have NIST. This is the one. If you are doing, if the company, if the, for example, I'm working for Wipro. Wipro is providing services to Department of Telecommunication USA. Then Wipro has to follow this calculator. Pretty much similar. We have eight metrics: one, two, three, four, five, blah blah blah. So what are those eight metrics? So okay, first one is CIA, confidentiality, integrity, availability. Then what else we have? We have scope. Okay. Then we have network. Okay, what else we have? Come on man, पांच हो गए ना, और तीन क्या है यार ये? Is fine, scope ये हो गया है. Yeah, privilege required and user interaction, attack complexity, ये तीनों है. तो यहाँ पे करना है. For example, now you have you have this SQL injection, ठीक है? You identify in the username field, username password. So you have done the authentication bypass. So if I want to do the same thing here, okay, is it a network? Yes, is it over the network? ओके, आपको यहाँ पे क्लिक किया तो आपको डेफिनेशन भी देगा, यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड. ओके, अटैक कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी हाई है, इजी है, इज वेरी इजी. द पेलोड इज अवेलेबल ऑन सेक लिस्ट. वहाँ से उठा के मैंने ट्राई किया है, तो इज अ वेरी इजी. डज इट रिक्वायर प्रिविलेजेस? नो. कोई भी बंदा यूजर नेम पासवर्ड, बिकॉज आई हैव नॉट लॉग्ड इन, राइट? व्हेन आई एम नॉट लॉग्ड इन, द लॉगिन पेज इज अवेलेबल फॉर एवरीवन, so privilege is not required. Okay, user interaction, yes, it does user interaction because user has to provide the payload, or the tool has to provide the payload. Then does it change the scope? Yes, because I'm bypassing the authentication. Okay, does it impact the confidentiality? Yes, I can see the internal information, okay, as a user admin, whatever it may be. Integrity, yes, I can make changes, purchase and everything. Availability, yes, I can bring down this database down. If the database goes down, the application goes down. So based on that, what is the scope? See, 9.6, which is critical. This is how you need to calculate. Even for the small thing, you have to go to the same thing, copy this and paste in the report. If the same thing, if you want to do in the first.org, yeah, you can do the same thing. Network, yes. Attack complexity, no. Privilege required, no. User interaction required. Scope change, yes. All these are high. Yes, 9.6. Critical. Okay. So, first.org, you can use it for everyone. Okay. But when you're doing business with the government, then you have to use NIST framework. अरे यार है, ये सो गया है पूरे.
Okay, then nice way.
Come on, man. Literally,
Jackie,
you guys are down, man. See, uh,
no,
uh, clear thing, yeah. You know what? Even I am feeling very tired, even I am feeling very sleepy, but still I'm telling you, because from tomorrow onwards till till Monday I won't be available. So when I come, when I come Monday, right, we'll be focusing. वो कौन है यार ये? Okay, we'll be focusing on this dynamic part. और ये पूरा easy हो जाएगा आपका. Static और business logic both easy हो जाएगा. The only thing is business logic का है ना, ऐसा है, how much you dig you get a new scenario, how much you dig you get a new scenario. The best thing is what? Go to this pentester land. Okay, so you have write up for everything. Okay, we have write ups. कहाँ पे है ब्लॉग पोस्ट? राइट अप डायरेक्टरी. ओके, यहाँ पे डाल दीजिए बिजनेस लॉजिक. ओके, आपको ऑल लेटेस्ट राइट अप्स आएंगे. उठाइए, उठा के रिप्लिकेट करिए. दैट्स हाउ द बिजनेस लॉजिक यू कर. नहीं, आई नाउ वांट एसक्यूएल इंजेक्शन, एसक्यूएलआई, ऐसा बहुत सारे साइट्स हैं. ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पे ले लीजिए. Okay, the guy will tell you, what exactly, how we got this particular bug bounty, and it will give you everything. Okay, it's a kind of disclosing that guy. So again, probably you need login or something. तो देख लीजिए सब बहुत सारे. Sorry, some of the medium sites you require subscription man. Medium में थोड़े free है, थोड़े subscription चाहिए आपको, especially in medium website में. अब यहाँ पे देख लीजिए. He has given me, even he is given some kind of code and all the information is present. It's pretty much free. So now what you have to do is 5 more minutes, guys. I'm done. I'll leave you. So where's this checklist? Go to the checklist. Okay, read this, do this, do this, and probably tomorrow I will share you some online labs wherein you can practice if you don't want to install anything on your Docker machine. So online also you can do this. So the entire section 1 information gathering, already I shared you my VAPT document. I have clearly mentioned that it won't take much time. Deployment and configuration is pretty much easy. See, the Burp Suite is everywhere. The Burp Suite is there. That means one request, one response, you get this. It won't take much time, guys. Okay.
Hmm.
Then अरे यार और एक forgot to tell you यार कब है यहाँ पे इसमें there's one more thing, very important thing is what okay, file upload. This is again file upload is very very important. Yeah, majority of the people they don't implement file upload properly. Okay, we have around 10 to 15 scenarios which will cover the entire file upload. Okay, so for meanwhile what you guys do is you guys check this up to session management. Okay, leave this input validation testing, leave this up to 4.6 you can do. And the same way come here, you can check this is will take only one what is the one, come on man, one command you can get it all done, something like this. Okay, Monica sleeping?
No,
Okay,
no.
Soumya?
No, no, I'm here.
Okay, there's a tool called test SSL, आप इंस्टॉल कर लीजिए ये. Okay, कोई अच्छा बांग्लादेशी साइड बोलो यार, आज उनको डिस्टर्ब नहीं करें अपन. BANGLADESH, प्रेसिडेंट प्राइम मिनिस्टर.
Prime Minister.
साइड कौन सा है उनका? Yeah, this is visa.gov.bd. This is a very secure site because it's a kind of visa. Let's copy this, go to our here, we got this cd test ls. Okay, sudo chmod x configure area, yeah, plus x. क्या है यार, somewhere spelling mistake हो, sudo, ये क्यों दे रहा है यार, that's my mistake man, I'm giving this. Okay, come on, not found out. Sorry mistake guys, that is the that's a directory, not a file. Come on, there is a file, right? Give me a minute. Why it is not working then? What executive file? Test so come on, not found. I don't know why it is happening this. Let me download it from a different source. Seems it's already there in Kali Linux. So, okay, looking like one. It's working. So what I mean to say is this particular command will take care of all this, 1, 2, 3, 4, all these issues. The particular one command can take care of. Now, error handling, right? Error handling, it might be different kind of errors, but again, guys, if you remember the previous Bob suit, right? What I have done, if you go to the repeater, I give none. So my intention is something like no to generate an error. How can I get the error? Ask for something which is not there. So definitely this particular no web sheet does not have something called none. Or I can put Soumya. Okay. And see, it will not have Soumya. It will give me again error. और you can put it as get, just make it as get, और यहाँ पे डाल दीजिए आप जो भी करना है आपको solution 1 2 3. Definitely it is not there. So this is how you cannot something is saying, right? So that is how you generate the error. Again, stack error you will be seeing, but this is how you generate. So we two are these two are completed now. In the same way, if you see the other things, right, the session handling cookies, all these things we have discussed, testing for logout functionality, something like logout, then click on the back button. Are you able to log in? Second thing, log out, log in, take an internal page URL, then log out, try to access the URL from the different browser. Are you able to log in? Session timeout, log in, leave it for 1 hour, or is it logging you out or not? These kind of small things, guys, these are very very simple. Okay, you can read and you can do it, and you have a checklist. So can I expect you guys to complete this by Monday?
Yes, Nand.
Okay, कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आता है, HSTS, all these things you can do it, man. कुछ भी समझ
Hmm.
में नहीं आता, please ping me, I'll be available on the phone. अगर ऑफिस को आना है Thursday Friday, I'll be sending you a message if I'm going to the office. If not, you'll find me somewhere near the office.
Okay.
ठीक है, Bangalore office.
Hmm.
So complete this by Monday, and Monday के दिन we'll start with these two. कौन सा? I will come on, man. Where is it one? Yeah, Monday के दिन I'll tell you about file upload. Practically, we'll be doing different file upload scenarios. If I'm not wrong, I already shared the checklist. The checklist what we are using for our current project. You can have the checklist. You have ample of scenarios for file upload. कैसा होता है? Simple, right? Just try to upload a virus file, something like get it from here. What is that one? क्या नाम था यार? साइट का नाम क्या था? आइका. Okay. So these are virus files which are very useful for testing purpose. Okay, you can download a txt file, you can download a csv file, whatever it may, try to upload that. If the application is accepting only csv or excel, try to upload csv file from here. Okay, kind of thing. Now if the file it is accepting only 5 MB file, try to upload 2 GB file. If the file is stored on the server, it will create a kind of denial of service, because that will consume all the server disk space. Okay, now if the file is having some you are uploading a file, something like an invoice, beside the invoice you put script hyphen alert and see what will happen. Now if you are trying to upload an image, try to change the comments of the image, like metadata upload, what see what will happen. Now see, you can know if the application is very strict and is accepting only JPG file for the profile, right? You put like PHP, same code.php, then .jpg. So the file, the kind of double extension. So these are all different kind of file upload scenarios. I already shared, but we'll be doing that in practical on Monday, along with the business logic. If these things are completed, right, this will create cover major chunk of the testing. Then as I told you, I'll show you how to configure the browser when you are testing, and that will definitely find good issues. then you can take up this. But you have to we'll be doing a manual testing for each and everything. So you will be going to this particular site. कौन सा site है यार वो? BWAP. This site is having more scenarios than any other site. So B web, okay, क्या है इसका? B web,
Bug.
yeah, not now, okay. You have A1 injections, everything is there. A2, all OWASP top 10. They are pretty old, but yes, very, very important, guys. So we'll be doing majority of these labs. So आप देखना है कैसा करना है, and I'll be showing you 50% of the lab. 50% of the lab you have to do it on your own. Or not only that, you will have a security level, right? Security level you have one low, then medium, then high. So what is the difference? Low, medium, high. Low, there is no security employed. Medium, yes, there is a little bit of security. So probably you can use encode, decode, obfuscation techniques to bypass this. High is super. I literally don't know whether I hacked any high or not, but medium and low is something I'm very comfortable. Okay, you can find all the scenarios here. So we'll be focusing on this lab. It is it is having more than 150 different test scenarios. ठीक है ना? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
सो
sir.
रहा है यार. You guys are sleeping, right?
Nine and
So I'm closing the session today. So any questions from anyone?
No.
So
So send me that now.
क्या?
That
What
you
should I
told
send?
to complete. That you told to complete no till Monday. That list of uh issues.